And it wasn't due to the way he played this hole yesterday. Hit a beautiful drive here this morning like he did yesterday. That from 146 yards. Not exactly snuggling it up close to that hole location. Wake-up call to have to face this putt on the first hole. Aiming way to the left, has to get it to the left side of that spine. I'm trying to bank it off that back slope that creates this little shallow bowl where the hole's perched.
Ahead on the green, McIlroy trying to finish off this par.
Wow. What a great two-putt that was.
Able to get that beautiful two-putt par at the first, and now has a good angle here at the second.
Now that was, he hit his drive over 300 yards into the wind. 176 for his second.
That'll work. McIlroy from below the hole coming back up.
A relatively simple putt compared to the first.
Oh, a good run. Newest homeowner behind this green, the Iona basketball coach, who's a longtime member here at Winged Foot.
He's pulled this a little bit, but that's going to be just fine. I think finding the surface relatively close to the hole location is well done.
Was one of the conditions. I have to have it before the U.S. Open starts.
Loves hoops, loves horse racing, and loves golf, Kay.
They're ready to cheer for a birdie, but not going to see it here. And wow, that really got away from him.
And for all of us who enjoy the game, thank goodness for that guy. McIlroy for par at 3. So again, that was a moment ago. Par, par, par.
And your high school gym is just a little flatter.
It is. With the stands pushed back to the right and left. He doesn't like that. Can't tell. Oh, well, I guess he does like it. How about that?
Just 5 pieces behind.
He doesn't like it. Doesn't like that one.
No, that's going to leave a lengthy, tricky putt for birdie. Speed control, despite having difficult birdie putts.
He led the field the first day with greens hit and with 15, and he's doing a good job of it today. How about it? All right, you can see from that camera angle, it's a fairly flat green.
Right over his head.
Yeah, hit that really high. The wind is helping and left to right.
Yep, this is where the golf course turns back in and missed it. For birdie, McIlroy at this long par 4, trying to claw his way back into this championship. 7 back, but getting it done in the early go.
Lining up right on the stripe.
This probably pushed it a little further right than he would have liked.
And that is
That
not
right rough is not a good place to
good
come in
spot,
from.
Okay, no way. And Rory is tackling the rough at the 6, but looks like it came out of there okay. A little hot.
Ooh.
There you go. Did he?
Oh. So close, but really well played.
Left or right helping. You can't even feel it on the tee. So that's part of the problem with Winged Foot.
Oh man, he goes right after it.
I'll tell you, that's a big difference though in the wind really blowing and it not blowing. This morning that was impossible.
And if so, how many? This is McIlroy over the 7th. Maybe he can get one in red figures. Beautiful shot at the par 3. And he's got his first birdie of the day.
Well, that is a big birdie. That's a tough shot.
None more so than Bryson DeChambeau.
Probably add yourself to that list, David.
Well, yeah, the whole thinking thing I try to avoid. Right at it, Rory just comes up maybe half a club short.
He actually hit his iron shot just how he wanted to, but the wind died down a bit when he hit it.
Good effort there, Kate. This trundles a little outside the comfort zone.
572-yard par 5, easily reachable in 2 if you drive it in the fairway.
like that's headed right. Yep, and that probably will find one of the fairway bunkers down the right-hand side.
227 to the front of the green. Really just needs to carry it like 200 and it'll bounce up.
Go right. Go right. Yep, he knew it.
Chicken winging that thing to keep it from going left, Gary.
This is doable. Just needs to carry it far enough up onto that shelf where the hole's located. Anything short, it comes back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be good.
Pretty good leave in that left-hand bunker.
It was.
Yeah, and Gary, his aggressive play on this hole, see if it pays off.
And does. Only bogey-free front nine recorded so far today.
Any portion of the green is satisfactory here. The right bunker is a horrible place to be. It is very, very deep, but he's got some room.
Oh, wow.
That was remarkable. And he kept it below the hole where he'll have a relatively easy putt at par.
This would be one heck of a 3 for McIlroy. So his streak of 14 consecutive holes without a bogey ends at the 10th. Bogey putt upcoming. McIlroy is at 11 for par. Wow, that's a great par save. Yep, you can see what it meant to Rory. So he stays at +2.
623 yards. Par 5 is today. Drives that one in low, looking for a couple of bounces and a check. Yeah, checked a little too late. He's trying to help. Yep. The Ulsterman back to +1. There's 5 back.
Tsuyama is in that tie for second now. 13.
Rory McIlroy on the tee. The par 3, 227 yards today. Longest it's played all week long. Back left hole location. He's eyeing it down. Turns it in a little from right to left. And nicely done. Leaves it below the hole. And over here at 13, McIlroy with a putt to get back to even par for the championship. One he can be aggressive with up the hill. Not a lot of break. Did he hit it?
Oh, Rory had it.
Third, just in front of the green at 14 for McIlroy. Trying to keep this round intact.
Easy does it.
Whoa!
Oh, my goodness. Flag saved him.
Yeah, it did. That was rolling fast, so he's going to save par. Rory McIlroy over at 15.
And a long one here for par. He's at +1. Yes.
Wow. Fist
He
bump.
knows that every shot counts.
Wants to land this 170 and keep it below the hole.
Yeah, but if you play it past the hole, okay, it'll come right back to the hole location. We've seen some good shots, guys flying it just past the hole. Well, that'll be fine. Gets it in there hole high. One over. McIlroy for birdie at 16. Not to be.
You totally overread that one, Gary.
Rory McIlroy, who drove it right. So trying to save par here and keep this round going, and that is exactly what he's been doing.
Well, that's fantastic. These are critical saves if he wants to have a chance tomorrow. Finally.
Absolutely great ball striking. Back nine, he has scrambled his derriere off, shall I say. Uphill right to left putt.
Rory began the day in a tie for 22nd.
You know, if he makes this, he's only 3 shots out of third. And that's the way these guys think. If those top 2 guys stumble a little bit,